Wanted to share something with you all. This is the front area. Now there's been a few termites in here, but you know, I'm going to make a little access hatch here to get into here, because you know, these pipes in here, they might have to be replaced, this thing here, to be able to get into here and to, you know, do any work that may be needing to be done in here. And this wood in here had termites and it was rotten, and it did not have any structural integrity. Okay, this piece down here, this is your, you know, along the bottom that your jacks are mounted to, your main support beam down that goes down the length of the camper. I'm going to be patching that up and cutting this off and getting rid of any wood that had termites in it. So, and I want to put a nice thick board up and down here and attach to this all the way up here to the base of your bed. So it'll be supported again, so that'll be more structural integrity. So I'm going to replace anything in here. Okay, I got my hole finished and prepped and ready for my door, and I'm going to make a bifold door that folds inward, because if I fold it outward, then the hinge would be on the outside and someone could take the hinge loose and get in. So I'm going to have it fold inward. So that's how I'm going to do that. And here is the board. This piece was inside of here, and I wanted to let you see it. You can see how it looks, where it's really just full of, you know, it's not really, doesn't have any structural integrity. So I got some scrap wood under here, and I've got some wood in the garage in there, so I can use that. And I'm going to go ahead and make this door now. Okay, now I found more rot, and all of this, you see, excuse me, and you can see in here these little places where it's been eaten out inside by the termites. So this is here too, these little places up in here, grooves running through the middle of the wood. That's where your little termites were. And I'm going to try to get back in here to this wood and get all of the rotten wood and infected wood out to make it completely solid. I want to make it solid. Now, I have gotten most of the rotten wood out of here now, so I'm going to start working on the rebuilding and putting this back together. I'm going to put extra supports in here just to make it, you know, structurally sound. And so I've got most of these screws out that need to come out. So I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, now this is the reframing of this corner. We had some termites in here, and we had some rot in here where the roof in the cab over ran into the floor of the cab over, and this ran down into this wall, rotted this wall out. So what I'm in the process now, I wanted to show you all. I'm in the process of beefing up the insulation in this camper, because normally a camper like this, if you don't know, these are called the side wings here, and these are called the box, you know, side uprights here. So these side wings and these uprights are not insulated. And so what I'm doing is beefing up the insulation and actually adding insulation. Now that white powder stuff is really, what it really is termite feces. And so you can see where I was inside the camper on a previous video. I been insulating these uprights, and I couldn't get back here, and the reason why was because this was an enclosed cabinet. What I want to do here is I want to make a little access door in here, a service door, and just have it screwed together, so you have to take the screws off to access the access door, so the service door. That'll be a very big improvement to get to my service here with my service door. I think that'll really help me. So I'm going to be going ahead and I framed this in here. You can see that I put this piece in here, and this piece up in here was rotten. It was right here. This piece right here was rotten, so I replaced it. And I'm using silicone where I joined two pieces together. And I wanted to show you guys. Now this piece down here was rotten. You can see back in here, this stud that goes all the way down the length of the camper, it was rotten. So I went ahead and did it this way, and this board here, it wedges really tight right in underneath of the other one, so it's not going anywhere because it's wedged in there. It's kind of interlocked where it's a zigzag, where you can see the joint between the two boards. And I've got silicone, and I'm going to use some more silicone. Okay, now this corner here was rotten and I removed it. You can see the new board and the old, and so how this is made. And I'm going to seal that up with silicone, and I put this metal brace. I spent $500 to get all the wood to rebuild this camper, so use that brace here, and that'll really hold those two pieces of plywood together. So, and then I'm going to put another board here that'll go all the way around. I'm going to frame up I'll show you what I'm going to do. It's raining today. It's really wet out here. I'm supposed to go into work today, but I think I'm going to take a day off, maybe. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. So what I was thinking, on the back side of this board here, it's going to be framed all the way around. So this is going to be a one-piece panel with wood framing around the access door. Inside of this, and this will be the inside, this will take the place of the paneling, interior paneling. So we'll have this as a little stronger and stiffer than interior paneling, and it'll the grain of the wood is going upward, so it'll really be supportive in an upward sort of way. So that'll be the supportive area. So I'll be right back. Okay, now here is my new access door installed. It's not screwed in place or anything like that. This is just the fitting for it. So my access door, and as you can see, I can get to my plumbing here. Anybody else that needs to work on it. So there we go. My new pass-through, and the pass-through, I'll show you how the pass-through works. I haven't shown you this before. Okay. Now there it is. And it folds in like this. As you can see, there it is. There's my pass-through and my access door, so you can see. It just folds back.